Jessica Saul is a Puerto Rican and Dominican Latina who has been coined by Fox News Latino as the single person who has had the biggest impact in popularizing step. As a founder of Remo Production, The Art of Stepping, and the Art of Stepping Foundation, she has been featured in MTV True Life on Stepping, has won several awards, and has the power of gathering thousands of young Latino step aficionados who are passionate about the art form. She is truly an inspirational Latina.
Remo Production is a company that I created in 2006, and we have three entities in our company. We have our event planning division, we have our pro division, and we have our after school division. Each all together intertwined is focused on the art of stepping, which is our trademark and nationally recognized program that teaches the art of stepping through the use of actual mathematical formulas, utilizing Leonardo da Vinci's The Vitruvian Man as our symbolic base. I know it's a mouthful, but there's a lot going on in the company. For myself, I decided to trademark the name The Art of Stepping because although I knew what stepping was, for me, I really wanted it to have the respect like ballet. I wanted it to have core fundamentals that if our children learned it or someone learned it, it just wasn't based something on history, but something that it was really evolved into a true art form. I wanted to create core fundamentals that across the country or the world, if anyone ever learned it, they knew the art, but they knew the art fundamentals, and then they can take whatever they want from it and make it their own. Well, we had started with the after school division, then we created our events division to support our after school kids, because the method, the way that our children are learning, since they're learning through mathematics, they speak a different language than anybody else who steps. They speak in codes. So when they would go to competitions, they can write their choreo down. They have that language. So we said, we need to create a place where they feel comfortable in communicating in what they taught, in a safe, comfortable place. And then we decided to do the pros division, which people who are 18 and over that want to step and want to continue stepping just for fun, working out, losing weight, or really want to perform. And I think when we started creating those three divisions, we just started growing rapidly. Like, we started out with New York, obviously our stronghold. Then we took it over to California, and there was a concern because they were across the country. But since then on, we've picked up 6 different states via our after-school program and our pro division, and it's just been great. I mean, we've been growing rapidly, but now we're at the point that we're trying to taking a step back and making sure that our chapters are strong and our states are running and operating well before we continue on with our expansion efforts. I was a cheerleader, and I thought to me it was like cheerleading, and I just fell in love with it. And it was nothing that I said I want to grow up and I want to do this full time, because I haven't been able to look at anyone and say I want to be just like you. I think for me, I just always drew to it. It was my way of expressing myself, and I can be as womanly as I want to, but I also can be as strong and tough. And when I was on that stage, I didn't feel like I was getting questioned. I felt I was completely in control of what I was doing. So I mean, I fell in love with stepping, and it's always been my passion, but I never said I want to make this a career. But it wasn't until, I worked with kids and I saw how I changed their lives, and I was still doing the corporate America and then working with kids at the same time, and my husband said, you know what, you should just do it. Like, if you're really passionate about it, just do it. When I saw the reaction people got for what I was doing, and I saw that the lives I was changing, the question wasn't no longer why stepping, it became what took me so long to realize what I was doing. And my passion became their passion, and their passion became a reason for them to wake up in the morning and do well in school, because it became a requirement to stay in step if they did well. It allowed someone who probably would never be able to perform on a stage be able to perform and get the confidence they normally wouldn't get. So it was so many aspects of people's lives that we were changing, not only myself, that it just became natural that we can't stop what we're doing because we're just changing too many people's lives. I just believe that the art of stepping is something that it's supposed to be out there, should be mainstream, because we're not teaching our kids how to get physically active, we're also teaching them how to be mentally active. My goal has always been to make stepping mainstream name. And I think that the beauty about my program and about it is that we help give everyone the tools to create original choreography. Anybody can duplicate, replicate, and imitate different beats. But we try to teach our kids the importance of creating original stuff. I never saw myself as a Latina pushing stepping. I saw myself as a woman in love with an art form and just doing what she loved. And if I was able to change one person's life, then I did what I did. And I think that me having to be a Latina has been a great thing for Latinos who are like, I love stepping, but I was told I couldn't step because it's more for the African American community. That I have Latinas come up to me and tell me, oh my God, you made it okay for me to step. And I love it, and because of you, I look up to you, and you're a role model. But to me, I always taken aback at that because I don't see I know I'm Latina, but I don't feel like I'm a Latina stepping. I'm just someone who loves stepping and is passionate about it. Yes, I happen to be Latina, and yes, I happen to be a woman, but I'm good at what I do, and I'm passionate about it. And my goal is that I want no other kid out there, or I want no one to go through what I went through and be told that they couldn't step because they weren't the right color skin or they weren't the right gender. I would hope that the art of stepping becomes a household name. For me, I would like my story to be told. I would like the opportunity that people know that I was a part of history in stepping. I just want my place in history. I want my respect in history. Not because of the color of the skin I am or because I'm a woman, but because I was good at what I did. And that's what I want.
That's beautiful. Give me a high five. Give me a high five.